It has been said that if you look in the right places, you can buy anything in San Francisco. Let us suppose this young lady is looking for a love potion. She goes to a house on California Street and knocks. Anton LaVey is a sorcerer or magician. Young girls come to him for love potions. Businessmen come to him for hexes and spells to be cast on their competition. He lives in a black house with black and purple walls on California Street. It is filled with the artifacts of sorcery, including stuffed animals. There is also a real lion. LaVey used to be a lion tamer. His main occupation is magic, such as helping girls cast their spells.
I've tried everything and nothing seems to work. I wonder if you could help me. I understand you've helped people in matters of love.
Yes, I have, many people, and I'm certain that I can help you. Now, if you'll just start out by giving me some information that I might need to utilize the charm that I'm going to place for you.
Well, I don't know just what you mean, but I've tried everything. I've tried being very appealing, and I just don't know what else to do. I'm very much in love.
Yes, obviously, and sometimes appeal can only go so far, and then other matters must be taken into consideration. If you will, would you step over to the other side of the room by those charts, and I will join you in a moment.
Mr. LaVey, do you really supply young girls with love potions?
Sometimes I do, depending on the circumstances. Many of them have problems, affairs of the heart. Others, of course, want to learn to become more alluring, and they've exhausted all potential through charm schools and various other sources.
Do you know why your potions and hexes work?
Oh yes, because I believe that ritual magic is a very powerful force. It has been practiced by primitive societies for centuries. It still is being practiced. And of course, applied psychology, as we know it today, in many forms, is simply another word or another use of magic, except where the emotional appeal is not there, only the sterile clinical approach, one sometimes does not get the results.
Can you make anybody into a witch?
Yes, if by becoming a witch you mean practicing magic and sorcery, I think everyone is capable of learning this if they truly want to, if they have the desire to really change their lives. Of course, this is the most important thing, the desire to really change. Then they can utilize these formulas, and they are certainly very real formulas. There's nothing nebulous, there's nothing esoteric about them. They're just as much a formulated chain of events as mathematics, chemistry, or any of the other sciences.
Do you guarantee results with things like love potions and hexes?
I don't guarantee results, but I have naturally had many good workings, as I like to call them, and because of this I have had much repeat business.
Thank you very much. Tonight's feature report has been a talk with Anton LaVey, as far as he knows, the only practicing sorcerer in the United States. This is Jim Anderson.
In nomine Satanae Lucifer Excelsis, in the name of our great God, Satan Lucifer, I command thee to come forth and bestow these blessings upon us. Bow down, I am the Emperor of Dreams. I crown me with the million-colored sun of secret worlds incredible, and take their trailing skies for vestment. When I soar, throned on the mounting zenith, and illume the spaceward flown horizons infinite. Like rampant monsters roaring for their glut, the fiery crested oceans rise and rise. By jealous moons maleficently urged, to follow me forever. Devil or God, me to me, come with trumpet sounding shrill over the hill. I who wait and writhe and wrestle with air that hath no boughs to nestle, my body weary of empty clasp, strong as a lion and sharp as an asp. Come, O come, in the name of Satan. From the deep unhallowed ground we have found and we have bound each the other as before with the fatal spells of yore, with sabbatic sign and word that the Salian moons have heard. Sorcerer and sorceress, hold we still our heathenness, loving without sin or shame, as in years of stake and flame. Share we now the witch's madness, wake the Hecatean gladness, call the demon name's delight from his lair of burning night. Love that was and love to be, dwell within this wizardry. Place the ring upon the finger. Togar is an animal we love very much, and I feel that he feels the same way about us, and I certainly don't want to get rid of him, at least just on the hearsay of a few people that obviously are in a very tight knot of dissenters.
I don't care for the dangers. I can't stand. My husband had a heart attack and he's home now, and he gets up during the night. He says, where am I? Where am I? I had to tell him that's the line next door.
How many people in the United States can say that they have a neighbor that's a head priest of a satanic church? I mean, we have no objection to this. It's just the noise at night.
Did you see him when he performed the wedding? He was with a bell, ringing the bell, calling the devils.
So, I mean, you don't care whether he belongs
I
to
don't care. Let him do anything. Let him stand on his head. And the line on the top of him. The face is just to the porch.
Mary, what?
And the porch is just wired. The line used to break the windows. And 3 o'clock in the morning, he used to start knocking the wire to the walls.
Mary, your backyard faces the
She lives
LaVey's
up-
backyard?
Yes, it does.
What's your objection to the line?
The noise. I have absolutely no objection to the poor lion, but he roars at all hours of the night and he wakes everybody up.
Mr. LaVey, you plan to fight this through the courts?
Yes, I do. To avoid any more ceremony and any more of a sticky situation than has already been, and I feel that there is no contest anymore. The lion is gone, and the neighbors apparently aren't satisfied with that. They're still writing to the district attorney's office complaining that what happens now, and possibly if I were to go out and spit on the sidewalk, there might even be some letters about that too. But right at this time, I naturally am a little angry about this, because it proves my point, I think, rather conclusively, that the lion really wasn't the main issue, that it was ecclesiastical grounds.
Well, now, they seem concerned, and the judge seemed a little concerned today as to whether you plan to bring in any other animals.
I think if I did, a black leopard, I think is a very beautiful animal, as I was supposedly supposed to obtain according to one columnist. Now, this was done simply as a rumor. It was stated as a rumor, not as a fact. A black leopard is a very costly animal. Had I any desire to purchase a black leopard, I think it would be harder to actually get one than the neighbors might realize. And I think that there has been a little a little too much hysteria and quite not enough fact in the matter on the part of concern about this sort of situation. Well, I think it sort of shows that witchcraft trials are still in progress, and I'm very disgruntled about the whole thing because
Put a hex on him?
I think the powers of the wrath of Satan shall descend upon all those that have had anything to do with this conviction.
You and your attorney going to try to get back your lion?
No, but I would like to say one thing about the lion for the warning of the zoo. When Mr. LaVey gave it to him, it was a contract. It was on condition that they permit him to visit the lion and see it and to play with it. And the lion, if you go out there, you'll see misses him, and is homesick as he is and the wife and children are for the lion. Well, the zoo has continued to put further and further restrictions, making it almost impossible for Mr. LaVey, who of course works at night and can't get there early in the morning, to visit the lion. And we are considering taking the lion back from the zoo, from the city and county of San Francisco, and giving it to another zoo. There's
Would you rather keep the lion, Mr. LaVey?
Of course I would, if I had proper facilities, which I could.
Wait a minute. No, we have no plans to put the
We have
lion
no
back in the
plans
house.
to put the lion back in the house.
What kind of animal do you have now in your home?
I have a capybara, sir.
What's
Spell
that?
that, would you?
Capybara.
What is it?
It's a large South American rodent, the largest in existence.
What does it do? Does it make any noise?
Only when gnawing.
How big is it?
It is about 25 pounds at this time, and it's a vegetarian.
Size of a pussycat?
About the size of a large pussycat.
We
yes.
won't say what size it grows to, but
It likes to eat apples, bananas, lettuce, celery.
tables, chairs.
Children?
Not neighbors.